It's the international break. Milan has played 3 games, only 2 points out of 9, and it's time to judge the Calciomercato. We have a bit of a taste. We saw them play a bit, so we can pass a first judgment. So what did Milan need this Calciomercato? Milan needed strikers, at least 2. They went to get Morata and Abrahams. They needed a center back. They got Pavlovic. They needed somebody for the right-hand side. They went to get Emerson Royal, and they got Voss, a youngster from Ajax, who, till now, has had very positive reviews. Like, he played in the under-23, and everybody says he shouldn't be on that team. He should be on the first team. He is good, apparently. He played with Ajax last season with the first team, and so maybe we're going to see him do the jump. Which players did Milan lose over the transfer market? Milan lost Giroud, Kier, Caldara, and Mirante, and contracts. They all left on their own. Maldini, Simic, Pobega, Adli, Colombo, Kalulu, and Salzmaker all leaving the club. They decided to exercise their option on Jovic, maybe afraid not to get another striker. And so let's start right away with that striker position. So Milan losing Giroud, they needed somebody with experience, but Milan needed that big goal scorer, that 20-goal scorer. They wanted Zirkzee. At the end, it didn't work out. He decides to go to Manchester United. The commissions were the holdup on that deal. So far, hasn't been playing much with the Manchester United. Morata, I think, is a very good striker, a very experienced striker. Plays for the Spanish team. He's the captain of that team. He's always played on big clubs: Atletico, Juventus, Chelsea, Real Madrid. He's won a lot. We saw him when he came in the first game before getting injured. He scored the goal, showed a lot of personality, a real leader, which I think this club really needs right now. So to me, Morata is a good acquisition. The acquisition of Abrahams, the trade with Salzmaker, I don't think Salzmaker was in the plans for the team for this season, even though Fonseca says so. I don't think he was ever going to be that new player we needed. And so on a straight swap with Abrahams, if Abrahams comes back and he does 10 to 15 goals, I think it's a good duo up front. You can add Camarda, Jovic, guys. We need to get rid of him. We saw the first couple of games. He is completely useless on that field. They gave him the number 9. To me, that is very disappointing. Okafor is not a striker. Yes, he can score that odd goal once in a while, but in reality, he is a winger. And so Abraham's coming in, even though at last minute, I think was very important. I think the club mismanaged or misjudged that Jovic could actually be the second striker of this team. And so bringing in Abrahams, I think, is a good deal. So Morata, Abrahams, I'm going to give it a passing grade. I think they can score the goals that we need. Pavlovic in defense, we needed a center back. I think he's the real deal. Not the fastest on the pitch, but he seemed placed at the right spot all the time. Physically, he can manage almost anybody. He's a very big boy. He scored his first goal over the weekend against Lazio as well. So Pavlovic, to me, is a very good acquisition. Fofana, davanti alla difesa, we needed somebody to break down the play. Had a fantastic season with Monaco. Only played a game and a few minutes of another one with Milan. So I'm going to wait before we judge him. His first full game with Milan, with Lazio, wasn't the greatest. A lot of errant balls. Yes, he breaks down the play, but too many loose balls. Like, he gave the ball around sometimes to the opposition, bad passes. Let's wait to see once he gets in form and into shape and into it. Emerson Royal, we needed a right back. Now, this to me so far is a complete flop. A flop, guys. Emerson Royal, when you see him, he has lost every single foot race with the opposition. He gets beaten easily. Once again, even him, too many bad passing, gives the ball away very easily. Yes, it's only game 3, and it's early to judge, but so far, a complete flop. Now, we needed somebody better for the right-hand side. We said Calabria is the weak link. Emerson Royal is just as weak, guys. All the goals, all 6 goals are exactly the same, identical, all coming from the right-hand side, crosses in. We're going to need something better. And this is where the big question mark comes. Why did you give away on a free transfer Kalulu to Juventus if you could have used Kalulu to play on the right-hand side instead of getting Emerson Royal and saving those 18 million euros for something else? Guys, honestly, I don't know. To me, that's a big question mark. And then that they got the kid Voss. Voss from Ajax. Everybody says a lot of good things about him. Played the first under 23 game in the Serie C. Looked fantastic. Looked fantastic. So could he possibly join the first team and help that team? I hope so. He's another breakdown type player that we definitely need. So we'll see if Fonseca has the courage to bring him on the pitch and make him play. Fonseca needs to give a chance to Camarda as well. He hasn't so far. Not sure why. Even Liberali, when Loftus-Cheek doesn't work as a trequartista, put him in. He has the ideas. He seems to have the technical abilities to do so. Players that left: Pobega, Adli, Colombo, Kalulu, Salazmaker, Maldini, Simic, and of course, contract ending, Giroud, Kier, Caldara, and Mirante. The team management gets a big minus for not getting rid of Origi, Baloture, Jovic, and even Benacer. Benacer that they wanted to get rid of so much. He hasn't been the same since coming back from the injury. The inability to move these players locked the Calciomercato. They didn't have any extra spots on the roster for non-Italian players, and it showed. So, guys, at the end, this is what we have. I still give the Calciomercato a 6. I gotta be honest, Morata I like. Abraham is a question mark, but I think he can do well. Pavlovic seems fantastic so far. Fofana I think is a good acquisition. Emerson Royal has been botched completely, and Voss, we'll see what he can do. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments, like and subscribe. This Calciomercato gets a 6.